Yo, 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 what's up, folks? How y'all doing? Kanal here. Let's take a look. Mother market, just flat day, chilling. I mean, that's what we've been doing. I don't expect anything too wild to happen before the Fed meeting Jackson Hole. Uh, as long as we kind of hold about this 1400 level, I'm still fairly bullish on the market and aggressively trading to the long side. It hasn't been easy the last week or so. Market's been a little bit choppy. There's been a lot of good movement in basically small biotech stocks, and that's been really pretty much it in terms of the stuff that I watch and like to trade. So we're eking out some profits, but I think come September it's going to be a lot easier. These are the type of days where you make 500, 600 bucks. Sometimes you're in a decent mood, and if you make 1,000, you're like, all right, cool, good day. And that's the mentality that I'm taking with, and then we'll go in gung ho when we get a little bit more liquidity back in the market. Let's take a look at the watch list, and then we'll kind of get these things going. So RFP, Resolute Forest Products, this 13 mark kind of gives us a clean break for a day trade. There's probably only 50 cents in this thing because we got the 200-day moving average right overhead, but could be good. NTE on watch for a revenge trade. I took a loss on this today for 25 cents. This one's coming down. It's just a matter of when. It's had a huge run. So parabolic short. GNOM, we're testing this 200-day moving average for the this umpteenth time, the last month or so. The one problem with this stock is that everybody and their uncle watches this stock. If it breaks for the 200, there can be a trade in it, but I'd watch for a fake out. I would expect, because so many people watch this, that they pop it when it gets over the 200, and then it'll spike 10 cents and then fade. And then I'll be more interested in the second pop to make sure that the first one was real. TTWO looks pretty good here. We're just going sideways here, just easy flag consolidation pattern. You put a stop right under 10 and you'd be good to go. Um, SDE, if oil stocks keep going, I've got this one I watch. This one's just been sitting here really for a long time. Just kind of gearing up right here on support, but we're starting to get to some levels where, you can see this 7 level is pretty important, and, this thing could break at some point. I like the look of it. It's just a little bit messy when you kind of zoom in, but I've been eyeballing this thing for a while. I think it's potentially got some juice in it, especially when you get close to 7. OCC, we're just flagging here under 6, right? Break, flag. Looks like a potential run to the 200-day moving average. APKT, look for a move over 18. NCQ, I held half position in this overnight. Not much, but I like the look of this. It's pretty solid coming off, this nasty fall from its IPO, and now we've got kind of a confirmed reversal here. ENVI, bottom base breakout here if we can ever get over, this level of resistance here in its range. NAC, huge move today. It looks like, this thing holds over 3. I think this one's definitely got something in the cards. We'll keep this on watch for day trades tomorrow. Kihu, I think if we get one more down day in this thing, then, we're setting up for a bounce. And, look for a weak open, maybe even a touchdown into the 20s, and that could set us up for a nice bounce. Eman, I got this one still on watch for a short. It just needs a crack. It hasn't cracked yet, but this thing's, up almost, 80%. OCLR, just a range break right here. MER just kind of chilling in this area. Look for a run out of this range. Pets needs a break. I believe $10 solid to get this thing going. LPR on watch for a bottom bounce here. Started to come out of range today. This one have more juice in it. And then all these uraniums are kind of broke and they pull back to support. So watch these. If you see metals go, these things could go. We saw some rare earths might take a move today. Usually uraniums kind of come right after. And then pizza here. This one's consolidating. I'm still looking for a move over 350 to kind of get back in this thing, but I definitely like it. And then Trip, we just got a bear flag, and this is the market rolls over. I could hammer this for a very low risk short, just stop right